Tesla vehicles are now doing something that other vehicles and, well, most drivers themselves can't even do. In my opinion, this is a big step towards the road to full autonomy. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Sorry if it looks like I'm half asleep. It's because I am. I stayed up late, got up early this morning to film videos because there was new news coming out about BYD and Tesla, of course, as well. After that, then I took my boys out there on school holidays right now, Jack and Kel, 5 and 8. We went to the BMX track, did some riding. Then we went to the park, played basketball. Then we went to swimming lessons. They had the swimming lessons, and then we went on the water slides for an hour or so. Then it was my cousin, my niece's birthday. She turned 8 today. And now I'm back in the office filming videos. So it's been a pretty long day. I'm starting to feel it. Anyway, if you're in a Tesla, you're going to feel it a bit less than what you would if probably you were driving, because to be honest, I hit potholes all the time. They're not that easy to see. Normally, I think you're looking at cars, you're looking at traffic lights, you're looking at potential hazards in front of you. But if you're looking down at the road, you're going to miss that kind of thing. Now, when I was driving here to the office today, there was a pretty big accident that I saw on my way here. And really, usually we have accidents because we get distracted from something. We're talking to someone else. We're looking at the road, for example, looking for holes, looking at debris on the road. Sometimes people have accidents because they're looking at another car accident and they're wondering what's going on over there, what's going on. So this is the kind of thing where I think it can help you avoid distraction. And honestly, if these cameras in Tesla vehicles are now so good that they can spot potholes and rough roads and actually navigate on rough roads and navigate around potholes, then it may not be all that long before Tesla's autonomous driving system is a better driver than the average person. Tesla has confirmed that in a new software update, its vehicles are now scanning for rough roads like potholes to help avoid damaging the vehicles by adjusting the suspension. So obviously it's not always safe to go around. You might have to swerve into another lane. So the vehicle's actually able to adjust the suspension really quickly to avoid major damage, which is quite incredible. Now, I know people that work for the roads company here in Victoria, and often people would go and to the roads company here, where you get your license from and where you have to renew your registration, your licensing for your car and all that kind of stuff. And they would say, hey, your road destroyed my car. The suspension is destroyed, the rims are destroyed, whatever, because of potholes. So this could potentially save people money as well. Now, in order to achieve a full self-driving system, that system would be able to handle a wide variety of different scenarios, including different weather, road conditions, and, obviously, poor roads. Now, potholes can be difficult for human drivers to handle. They can even be difficult for human drivers to spot in time. And some people find it improbable that self-driving systems will be able to appropriately navigate them. There's a lot of naysayers saying, this is not going to work. The systems won't be able to see it in time, blah, 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 blah. I disagree. Tesla is leveraging its large customer fleet with Autopilot hardware to capture data on those corner cases and teach its neural networks how to handle them. Recently, Tesla fired, about 90% of its Autopilot staff at one of its major locations, deployed them, the 10% left, to another location. And I actually made a video on why they did that. There's a good reason for it. I'll put a link in the description below. But it's to do with a new and better way that Tesla are actually managing this system. They don't need so many people anymore. And they're actually going to hire offshore as well. Now, if you want to check out the video and see what's going on there, I'll put a link to that video in the description below. 2 years, back in 2020, CEO Elon Musk said that Tesla's Autopilot will eventually be able to detect potholes and make mini maps to remember and avoid them. 2 years later, Tesla Autopilot is not quite there yet, but we're now seeing first confirmation that Tesla's fleet of vehicles is looking for them more and more in rough road sections in general, and actually trying to work out where they are and navigate around them. So in a new 2020.20 software update, Tesla wrote in the release notes about a new feature, the Tesla Adaptive Suspension System. Tesla adaptive suspension will now adjust ride height for an oncoming rough road section. This adjustment may occur at various locations, subject to availability, as the vehicle downloads rough road map data generated by Tesla vehicles. This is the first confirmation of the Tesla vehicle fleet scanning the roads to evaluate its conditions. For now, it's not about autopilot or full self-driving beta, navigating around those tough road and those rough road sections, but Tesla adapting the suspension for these conditions. That may actually be a safer way of doing it. Tesla explains how you can activate this feature. The instrument cluster will continue to indicate when the suspension is raised for comfort. To enable this feature, tap Control Suspension, Adaptive Suspension Damping, and select the Comfort or Auto setting. Now, obviously, this feature is only going to be available in Tesla vehicles with adaptive suspension. If you don't have that, it's not going to work. Like the new Model S and the Model X. Now, what I've heard is that when people have to disengage autopilot or take over the car themselves in most Tesla vehicles, it's either for really kind of unusual events or for this, like potholes, things that the car doesn't always see, but the driver might know are already there. Now, for right now, this is just using adaptive suspension to handle these scenarios. But Tesla has confirmed that it is scanning the road to determine its conditions. And the next logical step is that autopilot and full self-driving will actually be able to drive around those potholes and those damaged, marked, scarred roads that might damage a car or could even cause an accident or a car puncture, tire puncture as well. Now, I know full self-driving is coming slowly. It's a very difficult issue. It's a difficult challenge, much harder than anyone thought it would be. I really think that no one fully understood how difficult this was when everyone started trying this about 10 or so years ago to work out how to get a car to drive by itself. I mean, for example, GM Super Cruise cars, right? They've been given license to do fully autonomous drives in America. So you can hail a taxi, no driver in it, and it'll drive you around. Now, of course, this is a totally different system to Tesla. This is on a geo-fenced grid. These cars can only drive within that grid. It's a completely different concept and idea. But even then, there was a recent event where 9 of them, I think 9 or 10 of them, all stopped in the one spot, blocked traffic on both sides of the road, and just didn't know what to do. So they had a malfunction. So we're still in early days yet, but it's coming. It will happen. And I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait for full self-driving. I've been talking about it for years and years and years. I think it's going to change a lot of people's lives. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.